That is just a little tutorial clip to help anybody that wants to learn conveyor route on normal. It's just going to go through the route, basics, all that stuff. So yeah. So it starts after the Silman cutscene. We're on the bomb disposal. We're going to exit here, equip the SOCOM, equip the coolant, back to SOCOM quickly, and then into the first bomb. This bomb we want to defuse from as far away as possible because it can't be defused fast. It's a bomb that's not possible to be defused fast. So we'll stand about here or so, which means we're closest to the exit of this room, and then we just leave the room and run down here into the next zone, the BC connecting bridge. So BC connecting bridge. One safe on this bridge, we need to kill it. We don't want to take an alert here because it'll mess up as we go along to the next 3 rooms. We want to take an alert later. So we just need to get through this room without an alert. One cipher requires 3 shots on normal to destroy it. So as we exit this room, we'll just be holding L1 and we'll make 3 shots into it and hopefully we'll destroy it. Sometimes shots miss, sometimes you don't actually shoot 3 shots, like an input gets eaten or whatever. Just make sure you kill it. If you don't destroy it with the 3 shots or you don't hit 3 shots on it, just stop and destroy it. The time loss is negligible. You just don't want an alert here because it will just make the next 3 rooms like awful to make the way through. So come out. Sometimes you'll get an insta kill as well. Sometimes you're like the auto aim will just hit it in the critical spot, like in the actual sensor on top. And if that's good, cool. That's lucky and it's really good because it means you save ammo. We don't want to waste too much ammo here. So yeah, exit the room. So hit the 3 shots. I obviously used shot 4 there, but it's fine. Do that. Down the bridge into Strut B transformer room. So the bomb in here is pretty much close to us because we enter from this side of the room, and obviously the bomb is at the top half of that transformer room. So we come in, and it's behind the door of an electrical locker. Close the door, we'll get a mini cutscene. We'll skip through the cutscene, equip the coolant, spray the bomb, back to pistol, and then we'll make our way out of the room. There's a guard at the very end of the room as we exit the transformer room. We just hold him up, walk past him around the corner, and then we can do a cartwheel and a prone through the door, which is faster at getting through doors if you cartwheel and prone into them, into the loading zones. You'll get through a little bit faster. And there's a visual cue on the floor that I'll mention that makes it easy to do that. So, come in here, around the corner, skip the mini cutscene. Oh, didn't spray the bomb fully. Make sure you spray the bomb fully, because that will definitely cost you time. Hold this guy up, round the corner, and then second line on the floor there, cartwheel. Into the AB connecting bridge. Cool. AB connecting bridge. There's 2 guards on this bridge. One at the top line and one at the bottom line. We want to go to the bottom line because the guard's facing us and it's just an easier route to get through. So we'll go down. He'll spot us and we need to cartwheel him. We need to make sure we cartwheel through him and knock him over because he'll try to call, obviously, the backup unit when he spots you. And when he goes to call the backup unit or spot you, sometimes he'll shoot you, sometimes he won't. Sometimes, depending on timing, you'll go to cartwheel him and he'll kick you at the same time. It's not a big deal as long as you get up and cartwheel through him. The cartwheel knocks him over, lets us get through the room with enough time before he calls the alert. It is a tight window, but by the time you reach the door, if you do it correctly, he'll just be calling the backup guards again, and you'll get through the room before that even finishes. Sometimes when you cartwheel him right, you can knock him over the railing, and it counts as an accident kill. It doesn't count as an actual kill. That's also good as well. If you just cleanly get through the room, like you knock him over the railing, it's based on like which direction or like the angle from which you cartwheel him. Usually though, you'll just knock him over and that's good enough. And then we just exit the room. We just make away. Room is about like being fast as well for the most part. Like if you're not fast enough, you'll just not get through the room in time. So knock him over, cartwheel, got here, run to the door, and there we go, clean. He hasn't even finished the radio call. Now, Strat A, pump room. This guard here, we're going to hold him up and cartwheel through him if he's not facing the right way. If you hold him up and he's still facing the way you can see him looking now, then it's fine. You can just walk past him, or you can still cartwheel through him. Either way, it's not a big deal. Just want to hold him up and get past him and go into the pump room below. Now, in the pump room, normally we go into the pump room and defuse the bomb, but we actually need to grab the first box in there. There's a box, box A, and we use that for the conveyor glitch, or conveyor trip. So we're going to go in there and we're going to go along the top route, because there's a camera at the end where we pick up a box of ammo for the SOCOM, and we want that camera to spot us to call the alert, because we're going to get, this is the first room we're going to get the alert in to set up the next set of rooms. And so We want the camera to spot us and call the alert, because when the backup units come in, they'll go to where the camera spotted us, and they'll leave us alone in the room. We can get through the room, we can pick up the box, we can defuse the bomb, and we'll be fine. They won't do anything. They won't see us. They won't interact with us, which is what we want. And then we just exit this hole straight. So come down, hold that guy up, cartwheel him into the pump room along the top. Cartwheel, run it. Just get this box of ammo. Get spotted by the camera. Come over this bridge. Lay down. Coolant rise. Box 1. Box A, I think. Box 1, box A. Same thing. Through here. Up. And then you can cartwheel over this bridge and equip the box. Or you can do it here along this little, like, wall of electrical panels. And then underneath here. Coolant rise. And then underneath here. Coolant rise. And spray this bomb. This bomb is obviously like a hard trick to do from this side, like a lot of new runners struggle with it. But basically, like, the thing you want to do is have Raiden's knees line up with this white line, as you can see, pretty much just lined up with it. And usually once they're like that, you'll be able to spray the bomb. You just got to listen out for the actual bomb spray noise that you're actually hitting it. And then exit the room. This guard will sometimes see you. If you're fast, this guard will be facing you there. He'll just get alerted, just cartwheel past. It's fine. He'll just go to call an alert. He won't do anything. Just exit the room. Right, now into FA bridge. There's obviously now it gets a little bit tricky because we're playing with an alert. We're on a caution, so we've got more units on the map. We've got the backup guard still here. So it's not just a single guard on the cipher. There would be on a non-alert version of this bridge. So as we run past, we're going to run down the bridge as normal. Going to walk all the way to the end, and then there's going to be the guard there. It's going to be a backup unit behind him, one backup guard, and there's just going to be the normal guard there. Don't worry about the backup unit, he's not going to do anything. But when you get close to the guard, he's going to turn and spot you. You want to shoot one shot at the SOCOM to hit him, and then cartwheel through him. And as I said, we equip the box in Strat A. Like I said, that's why we equip it there. And we're going to cartwheel through him and immediately equip the box so that we go straight into the box once Raiden's finished the cartwheel. And that will stop the backup unit that's coming out of Strat F, the backup guard there, from hitting us with bullets and making Raiden stagger, causing us to lose time because we stop. When you use a cardboard box and you get shot in the cardboard box, you can continue moving. It's slower movement overall, but it's faster than getting shot outside of a box and being stopped still instead of moving. It'll also help you to avoid kicks better if you get too close. Sometimes, a lot of the time, when a guard tries to kick you and you get too close in the box, he'll just miss. So, yeah. Here we go. Along the bridge. Cartwheel, walk, whatever you'll feel more comfortable with. Just get towards the end. Shot, cartwheel, box. This guard will hit you. You can cartwheel through him into Strat F. Or just walk past him. Cool. Now we're in Strat F. So Strat F, obviously we're on the alert, we're on the evasion, so the guards are in different spots. The guard that would be patrolling the corridor up here at the top on a non-alert, he is actually further down towards the railing. So what we're going to do is we're going to go up past him on the left. He's going to turn and face the other way and completely turn around and miss us. Like, he's not even going to see us. So as long as we do it correct timing, as soon as we enter Strat F, we continue on. We go up there, go past him, and we flip over the railing. He won't see us. He'll just turn around and not even notice we're there. We're going to flip over the railing, drop down. We're going to defuse the bomb from on top of the boxes. Don't drop inside. If you drop inside, you'll just lose time. It's not, you don't need to drop inside. We can just, it's not worth getting a faster bomb on this one to then just defuse it from the boxes. Like, it's much better. Drop off the boxes, and then the guard down the bottom is going to turn, and he's going to see something. He can see us, get distracted by it, come over to investigate, or we're going to run towards him. So he's going to then actually spot us fully. We're going to shoot him once, and we're either going to bump through him or just walk past him and then exit the room. So we'll come up here, past the box. He sees he's going to turn, completely miss us. Drop down. Spray the bomb from top of the boxes. Not worth getting the fast bomb here, like I said. Drop off. Shot through, past, and onto the next room, the EF bridge. Out the door. Pretty simple. Now we're on EF bridge. This is where we're going to grab the Claymore for Fat Man to use on the Fat Man fight. So as soon as we exit this room, we're going to get the mandatory codex from about the ninja for the Claymore, and then the Colonel codex. That'll be on the first line as we exit the bridge into the little walkway for the bridge. And then there's going to be the second line that we go to. That's going to be our visual cue. to cartwheel prone and pick up the claymore. So we're going to cartwheel into the prone and immediately grab the claymore. And then we're going to do a coolant rise to get up immediately and then just continue out the room. If you do this fast enough, the ciphers won't even spot you. They won't turn around and spot you, and you can just walk straight out. They won't shoot you. If they do turn and spot you, because as you get more comfortable with this room straight away, you'll probably be a little bit slower. You might miss the claymore. You might even hit the claymore. It's unfortunate, but just continue going. Just like get through the room. Basically, if you don't get the claymore, it's not the end of the world. Get through the room. If the ciphers see you, turn and see and spot you, you can always equip the box. Like I said, when you get shot in the box, you can continue running. You don't get staggered, so you can always equip the box, let the ciphers shoot you. It's not a big deal. Get out of the room. So we'll go here. So we'll have the codex here. First line, we'll get 2 codex. Skip through these codex. And then the second line here, cartwheel, prone into the claymore, and then follow this route across the bridge to avoid the rest of the claymores on the bridge. So I got spotted at the end there because I was a little slow. But it's not a big deal. There we go, into Strutty. Strutty parcel room. There's a little bit of a setup in here. We're going to use a pistol shot to alert the backup guards coming down from the heliport on the stairs set. And that will stop them from coming down. They'll get alerted again, so they'll stand still and get alerted. And then they'll be closer to the door that we need to exit instead of further down the stairs ready to like shoot us or kick us. It's just to make it easier getting out of the room, basically. So they're not, the further down they are, the more trouble they're going to cause, right? We're going to run into them earlier. So we stop them up the top. We don't have to deal with them until we're right at the end of the room. So we're going to walk in here. Guard on our left is going to see us passing, and he's going to see it and then investigate. He's not going to get an alert. Just carry on walking. As we turn right to guard the stairs, just before we get onto the stairs, make a pistol shot, run up the stairs, and as you get on the flat part of the stairs, equip the box, turn the corner, and then we want to try and make it up without getting kicked. Sometimes you'll get kicked. Quite often you'll probably get kicked. It's not a big deal. Just stand up and then cartwheel through the door or just run past them. Just get out of the room into the heliport. This is a room that's just going to take a little bit of practice. I still get kicked. A lot of people still get kicked. It's just, it is what it is. You have to keep practicing it until you can try and get it clean. And even then, you might get kicked still. It's just the way it is, sort of thing. Eventually, you'll get it down though, and you'll be able to do it pretty much without getting kicked and clean enough. So, enter the room. This guard spots us. Doesn't care. It's not going to see us. Shot to get the alert. Box. Stick to the side here if you want. Cartwheel those guards. See, I got kicked there because I cartwheeled them to the wall. It's not a big deal. Just get out the room. Into Strutty. We'll get a codec here. We'll actually get the Rose codec here that we would have got on EF. But because we had the alert on EF, we don't get it here. So then we get it. So now we're on the heliport for the next bomb. A little trick here, you can do the stereo to cartwheel up the stairs and not like collapse. And just like it just skips us running up the little stairs here. You can completely cartwheel a whole lot of them. When you after the codec, hold left and down the diagonal D-pad. Just hold them both down and left like the diagonal. And then as soon as Raiden takes a step, just cartwheel and he should clear the stair set as soon as he makes his first step. So like that, yeah. And then just make your way to the trigger for the cutscene. Codec. Skip the cutscene, skip the codec. As per usual. Now we're on the heliport. So the bomb is underneath the Harrier at the other end. There's 2 guards up here. They patrol right to left, left to right. First guard's in front of us. He's off to the side, off to the right. And then the other guy's right at the other end. And he's off to the left. You want to come up here and just run straight for the Harrier. This is also where we're going to collect the next box to do the second half of the conveyor trick. To skip back to Fortune. To the Strat A to go on to Fortune. But we're going to come up here. Just going to run to the end. Neither of these guards are going to spot us when we first come up, unless you're like super slow for some reason, which you shouldn't be because you're right here. You just run up and all you have to do is run up and go straight to the Harrier. The bomb is underneath. Go up to the Harrier, cartwheel into a prone, spray the bomb, skip the codec we get after it, coolant rise to stand up, and then we're going to run back down. And the guard that's closest to the Harrier up the end there is actually going to be turned around patrolling towards us. He's going to spot us from a distance. He's going to come to investigate. If you're fast enough, he's never going to see you. He's just going to spot you from a distance and then come to investigate. You'll be gone by the time he gets there. And then the guard that's down here will actually run behind him. If you're on pace and you're fast enough, he'll actually be going towards the left. You'll just completely run behind him. And then we're going to come down here, see this tarp thing in the top left corner of my screen here, beyond the pause screen. The box is in front of that. You're going to come down and grab that, and then we're just going to make our way down the stairs and exit the room. So, come up. Cartwheel, or just run to the ends. Either way it works. Cartwheel into the prone. Spray with a coolant. turbo through the codec, obviously. Or just skip through it. Just make sure you skip through it in a timely fashion. Long codec. Coolant rise. Back up. Guard's gonna spot us. But this other guard can see, but run past this guy. He's not even gonna see us. Grab the box. Come to the stairs. And then do one cartwheel down. Don't do 2 cartwheel. You don't save time. Just 1. And then exit the room. Back into Strat E. So now we're back into the parcel room. We're going to go down the stairs, and this is where we're going to do the first conveyor trick. This is what we need that box 1 for, while we've got it equipped on the previous. We're going to go down and do the conveyor trick, and that's going to take us back to Strut C to get the second sensor that continues. That's just a flag that we need to hit to continue and progress the story. So come down. And then the stairs, cartwheel down them because it's quicker. Come here, and you want to make sure you don't lean against it on the furthest part of it, just here. And then you can shoot, or you can use this red label. You see where it's like half the white label in the middle stand? That's the visual cue. Or you can use this and line up with this beam here. I prefer this one with the pistol. So you line up here, make a shot, press triangle, get on, equip the box, even walk into that. And then we'll make it Strut C. That's the trick. It's a little bit finicky at first. It's something you definitely like just want to practice and get used to the line up and visual, or use the pistol shot. I prefer the pistol shot because it's, you know, you get like an easier cue. You just aim at that strut there and then shoot, and then just press triangle. You let go of FPV, press triangle or Y if you're on an Xbox controller, and you should get on. Sometimes Raiden will get on and fall off, and then you just have to redo the trick. You have to line up again in that. So now we're in Strut C. We've got the box equipped. We unequip the box. We want to stand up, and we want to run here behind these tables. We want to run along the top of these tables, exit the doorway, and then we want to enter the door that we entered when we went to the Stillman cutscenes. We want to enter through there, past the table, up into the pantry, grab the sensor. The guard will spot us, either going to the pantry or coming out. Equip the box, because sometimes you can shoot you. It's just I just equip the box to make sure. And then we want to exit the room. We've got a very tight window to exit the room because he's immediately going to start calling for backup. And if you get an alert while exiting the room, it's going to make the next few rooms harder to deal with. We don't want an alert in these rooms. We want to get it later on again. So we're in Strut C. We're going to make our way to Strut D. So unequip the box. Out of the room. He's going to spot me.
Who's there?
As I come out. Yeah, equip the box.
Enemy sighted. Requesting backup unit.
There we go. Into the CD bridge. Now, CD bridge. There's one guard in here and one camera at the end. The guard, we're just going to run along the bridge, and as soon as the guard like spots us, as we get close enough, we're just going to make a shot cartwheel through him. Clean. Done. Deal with him. And then the camera at the end is going to spot us and try to call the alert. We're just going to run straight through the door before it even does. Like, it's a pretty simple bridge. So, out. Cartwheel along the bridge. Guard here. Shot. Cartwheel. Camera spots us. Straight to the door. No alert. Now we're on Strut D. This is the final bomb that we need to clear out in Strut D. So we're along this platform here. We're going to run along. We're going to cartwheel down the stairs. And as soon as we touch the platform, down to the bottom of the stairs, we're going to make a shot with the SOCOM. That's going to alert the guard up there, and that's going to get him to call for a backup unit. And then because we shot upstairs and the alert was on that, the alert was made because of that shot, everybody's going to go to that location and not actually to where I am. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a shot, and then I'm going to run down this bottom half here, you see. And we're going to flip over the railing, drop down, flip back over, open the hatch, defuse the bomb, skip the cutscene, and then exit the room. So we want to definitely have to make this shot here, though. So make the shot, come along here, flip over the railing, drop, come over here, open this hatch, crouch, spray the bomb, stand up, zip through the codec, and then make our way towards the exit. This guard will come down the stairs, but he won't come all the way down. He'll come down to halfway here, and you want to get here and spray him, and then just exit. Like if you cartwheel, he won't spot you, but it will let you get past by spraying him. And then you have to wait for a caution before you exit here. You cannot exit on an evasion. You have to exit on a caution here, otherwise you won't get this codec, and you need this codec to progress the game. So we get that codec, and now we're on the DE connecting bridge. On the previous bridge, to enter the CD going into Strat D, you can equip the second box there, or you can equip it here. I equip it here because it's just a habit, but you can equip it before entering Strat D. So now we're going to go along this bridge, and we need to equip box 3, because that's the box that's going to take us back to Strat A. As you can see, we've got a bomb there. That's the bomb that's down on the docks of Strat A, the big bomb before Fortune. So we need to go back to Strat A, and we're going to use the conveyor trick to do that. So we're going to come along this bridge. We're going to do a little menu to get the box on the correct thing. This menu is a difficult menu to get at first, to get it fast enough, but it's just something you're going to practice. It's not a big deal if you don't get it. Don't worry about getting it straight away, whatever, because this is just something you have to work on. You just get comfortable with it and learn the menus. But I'm going to show it anyway, because obviously this is what you're going to want to do once you get more and more comfortable with this route, and it just becomes second nature. So we're going to equip the box, and then we're going to run to the end. And as we come up the stairs, there's going to be a guard at the top of the stairs. We're going to equip the box so that when he turns and spots us, he's going to shoot us in the box, or he might just run away. But if he shoots us, at least we're in the box. We can continue running. It's not going to stop us on the stairs, cause us to lose time. So come out here, come along here, and then we're going to do a cartwheel here, and we're going to equip to the box 1 on previous, and then quickly switch over to box 3 and unequip. And if you do it quick enough, you notice how I've got the sensor still, and now I've got box 3. So this guard came down and spotted me, so that's not a big deal. Just run past him and get out of the room. If that happens, just get out of the room. Like if he comes down early, don't worry, just equip the box, because he can't do anything when you're in the box for the most part. If he kicks you, don't worry about it. Just get out of the room as quickly and cleanly as possible after that you can, and you'll be good. Sometimes he does it, sometimes he doesn't. The backup guard upstairs sometimes spots you because he's looking over, and it happens. So it's not a big deal. Just get out of the room cleanly as possible. As long as you've got box 3 set on your previous, as you saw that little menu. It's a difficult menu to get when you first start doing it, but once you get comfortable, you'll be good. So back in Strat E, similar thing. We're just going to go do the conveyor trick that we did when we went to Strat C. Except for the guard's going to be facing us this time because we got an alert on now. So we're going to come down straight down the left here, and we're going to come in and we're going to kill this guard, and we're just going to do the conveyor trick. So come down, shoot this guy, kill him, get past his body, come to conveyor, on, equip the box, boom, Strat A, and we're just going to come up the stairs. Pretty simple, run up these stairs in Strat A, exit to the roof, get on the elevator here. That's normal. And then go down the elevator. You can hold select here for the codec. So skip this codec. You can hold select. It doesn't save time to hold select, it just immediately accesses the codec before it even calls. Come down to the docks. Cartwheel along. Cartwheel down these stairs set. Come over here. Diffuse the bomb. Make sure you're close enough. If you're too far away, it won't diffuse. And make sure you're not too close because you don't want to dive in the water. And there we go. That is the whole conveyor route. All the way down to this final bomb before Fortune. And then you just make your way to Fortune and continue on.